Well, hello everyone. Pastor Niran is here for a special broadcast. The Lord bless you all as you are coming on this beautiful Independence Day here in the United States of America. As you're coming in, please do me a big favor. Hit that share button and let's get people on the platform. Let's get people on the platform. We have she's no longer a guest. she's a regular, and a lot of things have been happening. The last time we did a video together, a lot of things have been happening, and we look forward to hearing what she will be sharing with us of those great things that have been happening in her life and how she has been, how life has been from her end. I'd like to introduce you again, Sister Deola, all the way from Maryland, Baltimore. You are
Thank you
welcome.
very much. Thank you very much, Pastor.
Yes.
I'm glad to be here.
Yes.
Yeah. Happy July 4th. Yeah.
Yes. So, what are you doing to celebrate your Independence Day?
Oh, really? There's nothing much, but like I was just reminiscing over everything that's happened. I just felt the only way I can celebrate my independence is to just reflect on what this Independent Day meant for me, really.
Hmm.
And ideally, I put down some writing. I said, this independence, this celebration for me, I'm celebrating my freedom, my independence from my past,
Hmm.
you know? And when I mean past, a lot of things goes underway to let you know that this past years, it has been a journey for me.
Hmm.
And it has been very, 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 very impactful.
Yes.
Precisely since the beginning of this year, and all through the period we are having the COVID lockdown, what have you, it has given a new meaning and a new direction to my own life personally that I'm grateful to God for. And so just thank God for life and the fact that you are healthy and you're able to see what lies ahead and you have what it takes to go for it.
Yes.
That's it, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Just while I was preparing for this, everyone's talking about Independence Day. I want us to share briefly history on Independence Day. How it came about. So some of us, me, I'm new to the US, so I don't know. I don't know the whole thing, but I'm learning. So at least the little bit that I know, let's share. Let's have a little bit of history lesson. I think this will help us in what we're trying to do in the program. Yes, we are live on Facebook and we're also live on YouTube. So you can also type in Nira Kalawale and you will see us live on YouTube as well. So on July 4th, 1776, the 13 colonies claimed their independence from England, an event that eventually led to the formation of the United States. Each year on the 4th of July, also known as Independence Day, Americans celebrate this historic feat. So therefore, I guess they were under the colony of of England, and on that day was their independence. They are no longer dependent on England. They now began to live an independent, become an independent union, or become event which eventually led to the United States of America. And that, I think that just as you said, it is time for us to declare our own independence. Our own independence as it pertains to freedom from Uncle Sam. Our own independence from from religious bondage. Our own independence from our own independence to living life to the fullest. And that's what we're hoping that this Independence Day, that you and I can now declare our own independence, that I am free from Uncle Sam. I am free from living a life of mediocrity, that I am free from living from paycheck to paycheck, that I can now begin to live my life. I can now begin to live again. I can now become productive with my life. I can now become fruitful. I can now be a blessing to my world. That's what I'm hoping that this our discussion, the discussion that we are going to have today, that we will truly be free, and not just celebrate it because everyone is celebrating, but we can declare our own independence, that I am free to be everything that God desires me to be. So that's what this program, we want this program to be about, of you making a decision today that you want to be free. You want to live independent of any man or any woman. You are free to be everything that God wants you to be. And that's the whole essence of today's program, is for you and I to enjoy that living. It's possible for you not to live paycheck to paycheck. It is possible for you not to be dependent on your boss. It is possible for you to live your life fulfilling your calling. It is possible for you to become a millionaire, become a billionaire. It's possible for you to become anything in this life. It is possible, but first of all, we must make that declaration today that I am independent. Yes, we are dependent on God, but as it pertains to the earthly structures, as it pertains to the world system, I am independent. So, and that's what I'm hoping that we can get in today. So you started out saying about you are, and I want you to continue from there, because I believe that that's very important as it pertains to living a productive life, is you learn to deal with you independence. Also can be you separating from your past. A lot of times people cannot step into what God wants them to step into, is because they are holding on to even some good experiences they had in their past. They have some great experience in their past, but they are holding on to those experiences, and those experiences are keeping them from everything that God wants. So I really want you to start from there, because I believe that that's very important.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Pastor Nero. Yes. You know, when you were talking, you made mention of the fact that you are being separated from, so many things can really be like a step back for some of us with regards to what used to be your reality and what used to be your experience. And those kind of reality and experience we are used to kind of put a peg, create a reality for us that is actually not true about the kind of life we are living. So one of the things that I've discovered is that if you don't learn how to make a departure, to unmarry, to unsubscribe yourself from what used to be your reality in the past, it might be a very daunting task for you to be able to totally come to this independence we are talking about. And when it comes to being productive in life and productivity, the first thing that really will take us far, or take the meaning we want to get out of this discussion, is for you to really be aware of your present state, to know yourself. Is it Socrates that says that is the first lot, that is the first thing for you? It is the beginning of everything. Know thyself. When you know yourself, you're able to know what the things you are good at, the things you love doing. Those are the things that will help you to be able to take the first step towards the journey of getting yourself being productive. Because some of the time when I talked about belief, some of us believe in this, like this Newtonian law that says everything about us, there's nothing we can do to change our faith. That people want to, like in the Yoruba setup, you hear Ayomo, you hear Akinleda, you hear, well, that is what Ayomo, that's what your own Eleda has given to you. So you now see how people want to begin to celebrate mediocrity or want to begin to celebrate a lifestyle that is not even in any way in line with what God, our maker, the creator of our lives, gave us. In the first instruction he gave us, he told us to all be fruitful, to multiply, to subdue and replenish the earth. He gave us that life, the gift, the special gift, and he put so many clues all around us. And for every one of us that knows, we begin to connect those clues, begin to see meanings out of your life. You begin to see why you like doing this, why your temperament is like this, why you are passionate about things like this, and those are the pointers. And when you begin to take and listen to those things, they are the ingredients that is going to form the platform and the foundation of which you are going to base your productivity on. Because if you don't know your person, you are not aware of yourself, of what you have, you will not even know that you can. You will just want to believe that everything will happen by faith. And that is one thing I want to correct. Like so many people back home in Africa, they believe that what will be, that there's nothing you can do. And that is how God has. Before I used to be in that school of thought, but this is part of my independence. I have been able to make a departure from the fact that everything about your life is a world of possibility. That every limitation and everything that keeps telling you are not up to a task or you can't do something is because of the environment you have placed yourself in or the reality you have allowed to become what is your present. And that is what is affecting you to be believing in the fact that you can. And so we are a product of your environment. If all that keeps coming to you, staring at your faces, you can't do it, you are not up to the task, you are a lazy person, you are not disciplined, you are not focused, you can't amount to anything. Who among your family did go to university? Who among your family has a doctorate? You can't be. When you begin to give attention to those words, because words, like I used to hear, they are transformational vocabularies. Each of those words will begin to transform subconsciously and will be giving a message to your brain that actually this thing is not doable. So your brain will just go dormant. Because averagely, you look at it. Why is it that these two people, one head, two legs, every condition the same, but somebody will be getting results, the other person is not? What is the reason for this? Is God partial? Does it mean that the other person is well favored than the other? So that is why I said, when we are ignorant of so many things, we tend to want to believe that what we are seeing in the present, but that is not the truth. That is not the truth. And that is what I want us to understand, that every departure we take to believing in who God said we are from the one that I said, be fruitful, multiply, replenish. It means he has given you what it takes to be in dominion within your own family, extending it outside. That is the second level of dominion, when you begin to do social good. And when you come to subduing the whole earth, that is when your relevance goes across board, that you are being heard of all over. And those are the stages where God expects us to be fruitful or productive in. So, and the very basis of you getting to that place start from you getting to know that this is who you are and this is what you are capable of doing, and believing in those reality of whom he said you are. That is very key.
Yeah, it's very important for just. I like how you ended that discovering who you are, but also you said something that was very important. Like you thought that whatever will be, that you can just continue coasting your way through life, and if you're supposed to become a millionaire, you will just somehow, some way, God will just walk it out, and not knowing that you have a personal responsibility. That also, it doesn't matter where you find yourself, that you can always come out of any situation to become productive with your life. You can now become fruitful with your life. But many a time, people get stuck on those things. That's why we're talking about independence. That you decline independence from mediocrity. You decline independence from your past thoughts, the what you thought was. You coming out of that now to now glorious living, now a new way of living, a better way of living, so that you're living your life in such a way that you are fulfilled, you are that you are not dependent on your boss, or you're not dependent on the economy, you're not dependent on that you create your own economy, you create your own, you are a manufacturer of your own wealth. You are not so you're not following the ways of the world. You sit down, you think, you plan, you strategize, and you make things happen. So those are things that are very important. But I really want to stress this important, that, and I think that we have to make it clear that, listen, for every one of us that's listening, you have to understand the one truth is that whatever will be will not be unless you do something. It doesn't matter what, if this pen stays here and nobody comes to push it, nobody comes to move it, it's going to remain at that spot. So for our life to shift, for your life to shift, it's not a function of, oh, I prayed, I fasted. It's not a function of, oh, I go to church, or I give tithes and offering. No, you must do something practical. You must do something practical. You must now begin to be intentional with your life. And I started out this message by you declaring independence, you desiring. I know everybody desires to become a millionaire, but the Bible says that I think in the book of Isaiah it talks about willingness and obedience. That you have to be willing to do certain things. You have to be willing to not be satisfied with the status quo. You must desire that. No, I need to be independent. I cannot, like, if there's anything that coronavirus has taught us, is that everything was going so good. Even for me, I mean, financially, I had the best. I was having a wonderful year, good year, great year. All of a sudden, when coronavirus just hit like this, it financially, I mean, thank God for where I am today, but I was not where I was because the economy was booming and everybody was just, when the economy is booming, everybody just spending money, but anything can happen at any time. And you don't want to live your life in such a way that you're so dependent on the economy, that you don't own anything, that you are so at the mercy of how the economy is doing. So that's why it is essential for us now to learn how to become productive with our life, how that we can become fruitful, how I can become a blessing, how I can rule, how I can manage my family, how I can manage finances, how I can start my own business, how I can start my own company, how I can start my own one thing or the other. So it is very important for us in this day and age to come to the understanding that, hey, this is a wake-up call, that I cannot live my life like this, that I must now become productive. That even though I am working for my boss, or even though I am wherever I am, I now need to start to think of, hey, what can I do outside of this job? What can I own? What I'm not just here to work for somebody and to make someone else's rich. How can I begin to use my gift to better my world? And how can I create my own company? So I believe that if there's any time in the history of our generation, this message is important for us to discover that you can become independent from your job. You can become become independent of your bills. You are not just you're not when you see the bills you have to pay them. You can live your life in such a way that your bills come, you don't even know when they are being paid, because you have set up your life in such a way. And that's why I believe that today can be the beginning of something great in someone's life, because where you will be in the next 3 to 5 years, to me, depends on two things. I'm gonna hand it over to you so I don't lose you. But it's gonna be telling these two things. Number one, the company you keep. Who is the company? Oh man, I lost her. Well, I'm sure she'll come back. Who is the company you are keeping right now? Who is the company? Who are the company that you are keeping? Who are the company you're keeping right now? The company you keep determines where you will be in the next 3 to 5 years. The company you keep will depend if you are going to achieve true independence. The company you keep will depend if you are going to just live in a life of average or mediocrity. or you're just along the path. You're just going along. You're just going the flow. And then the second thing that will determine where you will be is the books you will read. These two things to me will determine the how effective or how productive your life can be in the next 3 to 5 years. I want to hear from.
Yeah. Taking this truth further, I wanted to share something like, be you start, you sing very well in your bedroom when you are having shower, and everybody can hear you from the room. Oh, that's Diola singing there. And you just continue to sing inside your bedroom. Nobody is knowing you. And you claim you have a value. But that value, you have not taken out to the marketplace. You have not taken it out for somebody to have assert and to really say, oh girl, what are you doing? We need to hear you. And the only link between that thing is, if you look at all these people that do USA, all these idol that they will go out for this competition, that one, in such platform get to help you to realize what your value is. What is not being valued, you cannot really know how to place worth on it. Like, everybody is at home now. Like you just mentioned, that this is telling us to know what are the other side things we need to be doing to get our life going on. That is the link that many of us, we have left our gifts and our talent. Those things we are passionate for while we are young, when you're in primary school, when you're in secondary school, those things that people really praise you for, that it gives you thumbs up for. You say, this one doesn't matter. And that is still taking us back to that story in Luke of the story, the parable of the talent, of those three different set of people. And one particular that has just one talent but kept doing what was relegating the fact that this is just one talent and he doesn't really think it's worth wasting time on. But we were able to see that two people in the same environment, like every one of us, we are in COVID. But do you know that this is the best season for some business, for some organization, food business, tech, world, what have you, online platform, so many. So you can now see why every one of us, we have a duty to, first and foremost, that very skill you have, that very talent you have, you must stop limiting yourself to it as if it's nothing. Go out there, go add value to it, go and learn, go and improve for yourself further. Then get out, look for a vehicle that can help you package it. Look at this, what this is doing now for us. Look at me, a month before now, I don't even know I can be on a platform, or I can even be on YouTube, or I can even, and pretty good, I no longer where I used to be. So I can see that this is very true for everyone out there listening to us, that don't you ever despise what you have. Don't say it's just one talent. Don't say it's just this singing. Don't say it's just this playing. You see so many innovations going on YouTube, on Facebook. You just see different people developing different gifts because of the pandemic has pushed us to bring out what we have been hiding all this year on. And so this is just the simple way for us to get out of lack, out of it's not enough, out of what have you. Because before you know it, people always pay for value. When they can see that this thing is having value, people will pay for it. Money is a reward for you adding value, for you giving value. So when you make up your mind to continue to add value to what you have, you are going to see that in the same vein that man with 2 talents was able to trade with it and was productive enough to have extra. Same goes for the one with 5. And what do you see at the end of the story? The Bible said that same one that had just one, they collected it from and it gave it to those that were doing stuff with them. So I want to challenge us from this day. Whatever you have as a talent, whatever you have as a gift, don't despise it again. Go and surround yourself with people that are good, that they have experience in that area. Look for a mentor. Look for guide. Go to YouTube, go and learn top 10 people that are doing that same thing or that have experience in those areas. Books. Immerse yourself. Your brain will be dormant. When you don't use your brain, it gets dormant. But this same brain, if you know the statistics of what your brain alone can process within a minute in terms of words, language, and remembrance, everything that you've been taught in the past, you will know that the reason for your limitation and the reason why you are not being productive is because you have not given yourself the reason why. You didn't believe that if it is going to be, it is up to me, and it is not about the government. And this is one of the things that I hear a lot from my people back home. And this is not to say that maybe because you are in the state, that is the reason why you are talking like, no. There's something that if it's ever going to be, it is up to you first. It is first. What are the 5 buckets? What are the 5 main important things that you know is important to your life with regards to your productivity? Can you list them out? Because you are responsible to how your life turn out. That every day you are responsible to how you spend your time. You are responsible for how you manage your time. You are responsible for how you use each 24 hours you have given. Because this is actually the reason that every one of us is experiencing different results in different area and sphere of our life. It is not the factor of it is God being partial or it is because I am from this environment. So these are some of the things I want. First, I don't want you to forget. If you forget anything in this broadcast, don't forget that your belief system is a product of the environment and a product of the vocabulary that you have been used to, which has programmed your mind and it has given you different focus. And what you focus on every day becomes your reality. Because in terms of habits, you are what you do repeatedly. So each time you think of doing this thing, that subconscious thought, I don't have money. Go and learn this thing. I don't have light. Go and do this thing. Because you have constantly been feeding your mind with this kind of words, you will discover that that is what will become your reality. But if you come out of that talk, you tell yourself, I want to go extra mile. I want to do something about this thing. You are going to see that you are going to begin to get different results from what you used to have.
Okay,
That is another point.
yeah, I like that point, and I wanna post that. You said the first thing is your belief system is what?
Yeah. Your belief system is a function of your environment.
Function
So,
of your environment.
so yes, because your focus becomes your reality. What you constantly focus on will become your reality. It's just like in terms of word, like you have a baby, you keep talking to the baby, you say positive words, you smile to the baby. You discover that before long, that disposition of that baby will just change.
Mhm.
But take it to be the other case now. You're always frowning, you're always shouting, you're always nagging. That will become the reality because that is what the baby sees every now and then. So that is the same way with you. Begin to see that the only thing that can take you away from the world of mediocrity is for you to keep adding value to yourself. Don't you ever believe that something is going to change if you don't move, if you don't take a decision to. And sometimes a lot of you say, yeah, I want to change. I really want to change. But many of you have not told yourself the truth that what is the pain of you not doing what you need to do?
Hmm.
Because that is it. Okay, you want a life of bliss, you want a life of prosperity, you want a life of financial freedom, you don't want to struggle through life. What are you supposed to do when you wake up in the morning? How do you spend your day? How do you spend your time? Do you prioritize those things that are important in line with that goal? If you are not doing that, then you should know the reason why you will not get that result. So, but when you know what you need to do, and you count because of what pain you are going to get for not doing what you need to do. You know, it's just simple. It's like a revised psychology that, okay, I want to be the best in life, but what are the things that I need to start doing? So just get it done. Go ahead and get it done. Go and take the massive step you need to, massive action. And it has to do with your friends and your environment. So if you want to change, you need to have an environment of people that are highly motivated, people that are positive, not people that will drain you, not people that will tell you. You have to move away from that kind of state of mind and constantly begin to change your transformation vocabulary to that which is empowering, that one which gives you energy. That when you wake up with vigor, you wake up with new hope, and you want to see you stepping forth to do that desire, that small gift of yours becoming big and becoming bigger and becoming bigger till you get to where you want to be in life.
Yeah, I like that. So just to go through what she said, is your belief system is very important, and you must learn how to add value to yourselves, and you must know what you need to do, not what you want to do. You know, there's a difference between the two.
Yes, yes,
What you
yes.
want to do, and there's what you need to do. You need to have a list of things that you need to do every day. I posted something a couple of days ago that your growth is not your personal growth is not just going to happen. It's a function of your daily habits. So hitting your day, whatever you do in your day, is what will bring you to a place of personal growth. So he said that. But also there's something that you said that to me is very important also. You talked about your gift. Some of us have gift inside of us that we have buried, just as the parable of the talents, we have buried those gifts. We have buried those gifts because of our job. We have buried those gifts because of diverse reasons why we have buried those gifts. And you need to identify the gifts. Not that, of course, there are some natural gifts that you got by virtue of God gave them to you. But there are equally some gifts that you have acquired by virtue of your education, that you acquired this gift by virtue of the education, that you should not limit it to just your employer alone. That you should start thinking of how can I use this? How can I start my own thing with this? How can I offer services with this? How can I make the lives of other people better with this gift? How can I, so that you're not just, people go, I mean, this is a tragedy. And if we really want to break out of mediocrity, there's something that we have to change. And that has to be that we no longer think about 9 to 5. We're not dependent on 9 to 5. Thank God for 9 to 5. 9 to 5 can help you for a season while you work on your own thing, while you are believing for, while you are working on your own project, or while you're working on your own self, or while you are working on your own business idea, or while you are, you're doing one thing or the other. But a lot of people that I know, even believers, Christians, will go to work 9 to 5, but when they come home, they have nothing they are working for. They have absolutely nothing that they have nothing they are working for. All they go to do is go to church and pray that God, this year, let this be the best year of my life. This year be the best. But people need to know that, listen, and I will say it and I'll say it again. If you live your life this way, if you live your life 9 to 5 and then you come home and you watch TV for 3, 4, 5 hours, you don't read any book, you don't surround yourself with any people, you're not productive in your life, this is how your life is going to end up. Your life is going to end up, you are going to live, number one, you're going to live your life depending on your job. Number two, you are going to live your life watching other people achieve great things by watching TV. Those people that you're watching on TV have achieved great things and you're watching them. That's how your life is going to end up. So it is time for you and I to rise up. And yes, you may be working 9 to 5, but when you come home, you must have a time when, just like you said, your belief system, you're working on you are changing your belief system. You are surrounding, you are recreating your environment.
Yes.
You are spending time with the people that are where you want to be. You are learning what they know. You are attending conferences. You are reading books. You are associating yourself with people that are where you believe that you should be in the next 5, 10 years. And then you are adding value. You're adding value to yourself. You're adding value to yourself. And then also you know what you need to do every day. Those are very, very, very powerful points that you share.
Absolutely right. And another thing that I want us to believe that we used to think is this is the best. No. That's another reality that is dawning on me, that there's nothing you have set your mind to achieve. If you go all the way for it, it is going to be.
Hmm.
See, before now, I used to believe, just do the minimum. I'm the type that I always do. If they give us a work, at least I have attempted it. Has always been that average mindset. Average mindset. Now, at least I had attempted it. There are some people that even did not attempt it. I will always want to give myself a pass mark, whereas others are going in all in for it.
Hmm.
You tell yourself you don't know math, or you don't know this subject, or you are not good at this thing. You are the one telling yourself you are not good at this thing.
Hmm.
If you tell yourself you want to get this thing done, you analyze what are the steps and you plan out how this thing is supposed to be get done. Do you know that you are going to achieve it?
Hmm.
That's so powerful. And that is what I have made up my mind to be arming myself with every time I constantly face with obstacle. That I'm not going to believe that obstacle is there to stop me. But it is for me to look for a way to rearrange my thinking such that I can innovate a way out of this obstacle to become a stepping stone to getting my results. That is it. So many a times we want to settle for what we have now. Okay, I have a very good family and my children are doing fine and in college and as good as those things are, that is your present reality. But that is not your best.
Hmm.
That is not where you should pitch your tent at. It is
Yes.
as well as you just believing in that level of fruitfulness that is just the common level of fruitfulness. But do you know that the highest of it is for you to subdue the world,
Yes.
to subdue your world? That when they mention you are good at painting, you are good at this. When they list 10 people that are doing this, you are figuring among the best 10.
Hmm.
In your world, you are among the best 10. You are among the best of the best. You are so confident in that your ability, not because of anything, but because you know the creed that the maker of the world gave you. He has given you that empowering word from day one. Go and make it happen. So it's not a case of we are now depending on and we are still waiting, or we are still. So it is so very important for us in our journey towards being productive and living a productive life to know that we should not settle for average.
Hmm.
We should not settle for whatever the moment at the present we are now. Just look at it. Why is it that you see some people, they go back to school at age 60 or at age 70 and they still go and badge degree, they go and get you know somebody that finished from, maybe you did science course, you finished from an engineering or whatever course, and you still go back, you go and bag another degree in another separate course, different department or what have you from what. So you can see that there's nothing you cannot learn, even with language. Why is it that you see some people, they can speak different languages, this brain, so powerful. There's
Yes.
nothing you intend to do when you wire this brain up with the right mind frame, with the right environment, it's going to coordinate. It's going to It's not to support it. It's going to bring it to pass. But you are limiting belief at that level of, okay, maybe all my friend, at least I'm not the last, and we are all in the same. You just want to settle. That mindset of, I just want to settle. I want to be among. No, not just getting yourself out and striving for what is best. And that is why I love DSA. When you see him when you see him, the way his outlook to life is like, I want to get this problem. This problem is not my problem, but I want to see that this thing is working well. Who's saying to you? Is it your problem? Are you not okay? Is your family not? What is your problem? Go and sit down. No. But he believed that there is a cause about his life in resolving and making people happy and solving problem, making this world a better place, making my environment a better place, making my society this is the height. Because if you don't live in that kind of state, you are going to discover that everything about you, your brain will just go to shut down. Your brain will shut down.
Hmm.
Your brain will be locked down. You won't have anything to show for your life because you are not being motivated to go for something bigger than that. And that is the starting point. That's your awareness of who you are, of what your passion is, should lead you to going to get more done for your world and for your society and for God at large. So that whenever you appear before him, you will not be among those that will be termed wicked servants, but good and faithful servants.
That's go for the best is very important for us, not just to settle for being average or just put in minimal effort.
Yes.
One thing I've noticed, all these I like watching sports, and one thing I noticed that all these athletes, all these people that are doing great things, they
Mm.
put time into
Time.
the craft. They don't just rely on the fact that they have a natural skill,
Yes.
that they actually put, and they're intentional with it.
Yeah.
They're intentional in perfecting that craft, and they are not satisfied with just, well, I'm getting paid. I just signed the 4-year deal. I just signed the 5-year deal. No, but even though they have signed that deal, they are so intentional that they keep on adding value to themselves, to the point that they become so valuable that any man, anyone is willing to pay anything to get that guy to join his club or join his team. Because why? This man has made himself. He didn't just hope and that it will happen. No, he made himself. He was intentional. And I think that we also can learn certain things from them, in the sense that we need to be intentional on the way
Absolutely.
we live our life. We need
You're
to
absolutely
we
right.
need to be intentional. We need to be, oh, okay, I need to, just like I said, you said something that you need to know what you need, what is it that you need to do, not what you want to do. And
Yeah.
I understand there are those things that you want to do, but there are those things that you need to do, that a day cannot pass until you do these
Yes.
3, 4 things that you need to do, because those things that you need to do will get you where you should be.
That's right.
Those things that you need to do will get you where you should be. So it's very important for us to be intentional. I just want to say that. And also, there's something that you said that I got from what you said, is that we already have what it takes to be great.
Yes.
We already have what it takes to be everything we can be. Just like this iPad here, it already has everything for it to function as a iPad. There's no need to pray that, let's lay hands on the iPad so that we get. No, everything has already been invested. The manufacturer has already put everything that the iPad needs to function well as an iPad. So therefore, how much more you and I? God has already placed the gifts. God has already placed everything in us. But what, to me, the greatest thing that is limiting us is our belief system. We don't believe in ourselves. We don't believe in our giftings. We don't believe in ourselves. If we can just as you said, if we can just change our environment
Mm.
and begin to listen to uplifting messages, because we are not talking about all the geos or what they are doing. We don't have a crowd, but because we are talking about practical things of how you can truly achieve independence in your life. And one of those ways is you already have what it takes. You
That's right.
simply need to discover yourself, develop yourself,
Yeah.
deal with your belief system, surround yourself with the right people. Where you are going, some people have to leave. Some people have to leave you so that you can get to the place that you want to get to.
That's true.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
And then I just say another point that I just want to say lastly is that take action.
Hmm.
Take action. Don't wait for your perfect best. Some of us are suffering from no information overload.
Yeah.
Many of us we have so many information that if it's information that changes the world, there's nobody that should remain in that state each of us are in. But what we need to do beyond just having information, if you want any information, you can go to the internet, you can go to anything, any platform that we have available, you will get the information. But what is lacking, what is the missing piece is the fact that we are not ready to take action.
Hmm.
And when I mean action, don't wait for big actions. Don't wait till all the steps, all the ingredients, all those things you need. You have to start. Sometimes we need to start with that. For example, I started a YouTube channel, and with this same phone, I'm chatting, I'm connecting with you live on this stream. Is the phone that I've used for all the beautiful and look at all the beautiful topics that I've been able to generate and all the wonderful comments that I keep getting from people that have watched those videos. And you can imagine if I say, I need to get a Mac and what have you, Canon N5 camera. I need to get that studio light that is going to be beaming, and I need to get a studio. If I had waited till all those time, till all I have the money to do a good setup, I'll need to hire an editor that will be doing. I just started with what I have. I took those little, simple, massive action, and I'm seeing a better version of me now. I have seen myself only to become a creator, that I am now seeing that I got to constantly continue to update and upgrade my knowledge about any topic that I want to share, so that I don't misinform my world. And this has helped me as a wife, as a mother, as a student, in many different versions of my life. I have been seeing transformational experience, great transformation. That is why I said it's an independent edition for me, away from the past and for the person I used to be. But this lockdown has been, I don't know, it's divine for me, because so many things about my life that I never, all the trainings I've been postponing, I won't do this. I got to be mentored by some of the best of best, and I'm seeing the difference. So I want to challenge every one of us out there to take action. Don't wait till all the everything is in place before you start. Don't wait. Take a step. Volunteer. Look at wherever your gift is being needed. Go and volunteer to help somebody. That is where you may be discovered. That is when somebody will, this sister, I never knew you have this. Oh, can you come around? And it's just like that. But without you taking the initial step, the initial action, going out of your way, going to plant that small one talent of yours in the ground and let it grow and let it begin to germinate, so that somebody can notice it and say, wow, this flower is beautiful. And they begin to come and pluck it. And when you are generating those flowers and those fruits, people will begin to come near you to pluck it, and you are having value. That is just a simple solution. So you will now see that there is no lack that can exist in that state of where you are giving value, you are offering yourself, you are adding more value to yourself, you are taking action. You're not just lumping yourself and bereaving yourself and say nobody is looking for. Go out there. This internet has look at you from your house. You can just on the phone and you are linking, you are reaching out to the world. And somebody can notice you from any corner of the world and can reach out to you. We have no excuse for not taking action these days. Beloved, I want to challenge us. Please, no matter what your gift, if it's just one, go and challenge yourself to add value to that one and go and plant it and let it resurrect and begin to add value to your world. This is the best that God expects from us, from you and I. Yeah.
Wow. So if it's just one gift, you heard Pastor Adiola, if you ask one gift, go and use it. Don't wait until everything is perfect. Anytime you start something, don't wait for everything to be set. Just go and plant that gift.
Yes.
Just go and use that gift. And trust me, the time is coming when the whole world will be crying out for your gift. The whole world will be thanking God that you lived your life. I always said we need to live our life in such a way that after our days are over, people are saying, Lord, I thank you that I met Sister Adiola. I thank you that I met, I don't know whoever else is online. I thank God that I met him or her. And it just simply starts by you doing what? At the sum of it all, take action. Use your life as a form of a platform to take action, take charge of your life. Like I said, it's very important for you not just to be dependent on your job and then just coast your way through life. It is time for you and I to discover the gifting. Those giftings are inside of you. They're waiting for expression. And those
Yeah.
gifts needs to be developed. And those gifts needs just like a plant, it needs sunshine, it needs water, it needs fertilizer. So just the same thing with your gift. It's in a seed form, but it must be planted in the right environment. It must be watered. It must be watered. It must be fertilized so that it will germinate. And within time, with time of you adding value to yourself, with time of you cultivating your gift, sharpening your gift, and you are using every single, and I'm going to say this, you are using every single opportunity to use your gift. I was listening to Miles Monroe. Miles Monroe said for the first 15 years of his life, he will preach for free. 15 years of his life. Can you imagine? He started ministry from when he was 15 years old to when he was 30. He preached for free. Anywhere he was for free. But after that, people began to pay him all so much money. Because why? This man has developed his gift to the place now that people, kings, countries, come and train my senators, come and train my cabinet members, come and train me. I'm the president of this country, come and train me. And they were willing to pay anything. So use your gift. Don't use your gift, and use any opportunity that comes your way to use that gift, to use the gift. When I started preaching, I was not good. I was not good at all. But to the glory of God, I've done that for 10 years now, and I'm a lot better than I was when I started. So whatever it is that you have, whatever gift that you have, don't despise that gift. Use that gift. That the Bible says that the gift will make room for you. The gift of God will make room for you. The gift inside of you is what's going to make you. Is what's going to bless you beyond measure. Everything is hidden in that gift. So even though you only have one, you shouldn't compare. I shouldn't compare. If I have one, I shouldn't compare Sister Adela that has 5. My gift that I have, that one gift can, if it's well developed, it can outdo someone that has 5 or 3 gifts. So all you need to do is run your own race on your own lane, and strive to be the best that you can be by taking action. And then you can be like, I've declared my own independence. I am free. That's why I'm looking forward to the day when I will be free from Uncle Sam. I don't work for anybody. I work for myself. I work for my purpose. I work for my calling. And that's the journey. That's the way I believe all of us should live our life. That we're not living our life. We are not at the mercy of anyone, but we are living our life to the glory and to the praise of his name. I don't know if there's anything else you want to say.
Yeah. I just want to say lastly that we should take advantage of the social media platforms and the internet. So a lot of time when you open your Facebook, sometimes you see many greetings, you see people celebrating this or that. As good as those things are, I will never say you should not celebrate. Make sure your very person who you are. Many people don't know it. They only see you maybe doing birthday, doing this and doing that, but they don't know what you do. And that internet, as you have seen it, that is what has become a launching pad for so many other businesses that just started. Like, look at all these comedian, funny comedian that they just do small skits on internet, and look at how many followership they are getting by and by. Just like joke. You just sit down and watch them and you laugh. But what you are doing, nobody knows. So you just have to know that these platforms are very powerful tools that you can use to package and brand yourself, to people getting to know who you really are, what you are good at. Begin to use your platform to promote yourself. Because if you don't, nobody will. So I want to encourage us, go for skills that will help you to know how to use the internet better. Look at this present age you are in now. You don't have any excuse. If your business is not on the internet, if your business is not in any way featuring in any of those platforms, you are in no way going to become an endangered species in your business in not too long a distance. Because in fact, there are some statistics that I was taking my attention towards, that the e-learning platform in a couple of years from now, like by 2023, is going to be attracting like $230 billion. The e-learning. So look at how much knowledge people will be needing, and look at how the internet will just be the only platform they can get it. No thanks to COVID. And you and I, you are sitting down somewhere and saying, God, I thank you. No matter what happened, this future of mine is going to, but you ain't doing nothing to position yourself to go and gather the skill, the knowledge, how to get yourself. You look at some videos, you look at some shows, you don't want to get up. Hey, I want to see what is happening next. Is it good? And they are so skillful. Yeah, the children of this world, they are more wiser. Every one of us got to know how to innovate, how to get our stuff, our access together. Polish yourself. Add value to yourself. Because you're a Christian doesn't make you to look like what have you. And that one thing I learned from DSA, when he comes out, when you see him, when he's look, everything is dressing, he's just, and take inward, he's up there. Nothing, no dull moment. He's not being taken aside, he's not being pushed, the event is not overtaking him. So that is somebody that I look forward to. I challenge myself every time. Somebody that written over how many books? In just a year that he was 50, he wrote 50 new books apart from what he used to have before. Man, please get up and start something. Stop bemoaning your state as if you are the worst thing that happened. No! Your best is yet to come. Commit to your dream. Take action. Crush the fear. Crush the limiting self-belief that you have believed so much that is holding you down. Believe in a world of possibility, a realm where anything you imagine is possible. And go for it. Take it. Surround yourself with friends and community that empowers and not drains. Unsubscribe yourself from all those negative friends, associates. They can even be a family member. You don't need more of them in your world. In your new world you want to create, you got to know those people that you got to feature as friends of your future. Man, I just know that it can only get better. Pastor Nero, we are getting there. I just know that we are getting there. Because I have made up my mind never to believe in that word impossible. I have made up my mind. I am erasing it away from my vocabulary. It's no longer going to exist in the world where I want to feature. That is me. And I want to challenge everybody that will get to watch this video or that is going to share it with others. Please go for your dream. It's going to come to pass. Thank you. I think I want to stop here.
I want to really coin that because it's very important.
Wow.
Use social media to market yourself.
Yeah.
Market your ideas, market your mind, market your gifts. Use social media. You can start. You don't have to do a message like this. You can do a 5-minute clip on how to do something, how to cook, or maybe how to do so, or you discover something. Just create your own channel. Use social media, not just to look at that guy or that party. That was dance.
You just post different, and that's all. I feel, you look so, after looking beautiful. Let this be something that can convert.
Yes. So start something. Start a small video. Teach people how to do certain things that you know, or teach people they are right and they can contact you if they want more information. So we need to use our social media and then surround yourself with positive, productive people that are striving to be the best they can be. So if you want more from Sister Deola, you can check her out on her YouTube channel. She posts weekly videos and all.
Lodeta Think Media.
Lodeta
Think Media. Lodeta Think Media.
Yeah. So maybe on the afterwards you can just write on the post so that everyone can have. So you can just type Lodeta Think Media. She posts weekly videos, and I encourage you that you need to surround yourselves with such positive messages that talk about you being able to achieve anything in life. every single day. Listen, you have lived. If you are 20, you have lived for the past 15 years of your life hearing limitation, hearing what you cannot do, what you cannot accomplish. You have had so much things of so much words, either directly or indirectly. You have had those words. So therefore, from now on, so if you're in your 20s, you need to begin for the next, it's not going to happen overnight. You need to be consciously every single day bombarding your mind with positive, I can do all things. I'm able. I have what it takes already. It's not going to come from without. It's already. I already got it. I just need to tap into that resource that God has placed on the inside of me. You need to do that consciously. You need to listen to messages. I listen to messages every day that talks about myself, what I can do. To expand this mind. And I believe that once you do that, you can now begin to see yourself accomplish great things in this life. Well, I'd like to wish everyone a happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you, that you too will declare your own independence. You will declare your own victory, that you will be free, truly free to live life to the fullest, blessing your world, impacting your world, that when your days are over, your generation will be thanking God that you lived. Next time, let's keep on living a life of living a life of being productive with every single moment that we have on this side of earth. The Lord bless you. Until next time, we'll see you again.
Thank you for having me. Goodbye.
Bye.